What's happening, traders? Hope you're all good. We are here for a London session, and we're going to be chilling out for about an hour and a half or so, seeing if we can find any setups and just having some fun. So thanks to everyone who has just joined the Discord. The Discord is now live. I'm just going to change this over. I'm going to get something on the screen. Hey. Okay, yeah, so the new Discord is up. So if you want to check that out, I will put the link in the chat right now. In fact, give me a moment. I'll just get that. I hope everyone's doing good. Give me a moment. I'm just trying to find the link. It has disappeared. Right. There we go. Coming back to chat. That's weird. My chat won't let me. There it is. Yo, Raul, how you doing, dude? There's the new Discord link if you guys want to join. If anyone has joined, thank you. I've seen a lot of you have come in, which is pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, we're going to get on to the charts now and basically have a look what's going on for the London session. Sorry, the New York session. Okay. Yo, yo. Hey, Ming. Welcome to the stream. What's going on, Shabir? Nice to see you, dude. Gold is sideways. Any analysis? Sure, but actually, I'm just going to look at Euro USD here for a moment. We've got a potential setup lining up. Now, one of the guys in Discord did put a trade here, and I'm going to take a position here. It's actually straight in here. I'm just going to get this set up on my TradingView. This is on Euro USD. I'm going to run through why I'm taking this in a moment. It is following our rules, so we're going to go for a fairly small size here. Yo, Best Shorts, nice to see you. How's it going? Hope you're all good. Yeah, I'm going to look at gold in a second. Kishan, that's the easiest way I can pronounce your name right now. Basically, Euro USD, we've had a nice looking higher time frame demand zone. Okay, you've got big buying pressure from this area. If we went down to the lower time frames, we can see that we've got a final fair value gap down the bottom here. Okay, that's the most extreme, which is actually this one here. Alright, so we're potentially going to take a trade on this. I haven't actually taken it yet. This is a potential trade, but you can see that we've taken out that final fair value gap down there. Just about. Let's just make sure we're completely accurate with this gap. Not quite. There we go. What's your USD trade you're taking, bro? Need to place it on mine as well. Also, Friday gold we ate nicely. We did. Friday gold was great. Mike, how was the weekend? Saw skate videos. Sorry, the weekend was awesome. Thank you. Had a good time on the board and saw some friends. It was a nice chilling day. Yeah, it was good fun. So yeah, we've got a potential trade here. Obviously, we've got a demand zone. We have had a reaction from this area already. We've taken out all the fair value gaps, as you can see, okay, and we've had a breaker structure from the zone, so all our rules are met. So I'm going to take the trade, and I'm going to take the trade now. I haven't actually posted it. Sorry, I put it in, but we're going to do it right this second. So going for a 1-to-1, 7.1 pips. let's see how it goes. I've also got a trade running from earlier on GJ. Euro GBP. I don't know why I said GJ. Basically a breakout trade. Broken out of overnight lows on the 1 hour chart. And we had a nice clean breakout here. So we're looking for price to potentially push down from there, but I'm going to see how this goes later on. But anyway, what did you say? Gold going sideways. Let's have a look at gold. Gold's looking pretty good for a continuation to the upside here. So we've got our Asia highs and lows, okay, in this area. You can see that we tried to come out at the bottom here, but we actually had a fake out this morning, which I missed, unfortunately. You can see on the 1 hour here, the 7 o'clock candle, 8 o'clock candle faked out. We broke back in with high buying pressure. And now we're looking for price to potentially continue to the upside. If we get a break above this candle high here, this blue candle, from this current candle, which I think we could get, this could be a trade for us on gold, but nothing taken yet. So I'm going to set an alert there. Actually, just need to get rid of some old alerts. We've got so many that haven't been hit from last week. Set an alert just there. So if we're making you high, we'll go for it. What's the USD? Mike, how's your weekend? What's the EP and TP, bro? I'm going to place it as well. So basically, it's actually not looking too promising at the moment. Basically, I've got stop loss just below the zone here. Okay, and then we actually go for a 1-to-1, which is going to be right there. Now remember, I'm using 8 cap as a brokerage, so you just need to mark this out yourself on your TradingView chart. But at the moment, getting quite a lot of selling pressure, which is obviously not ideal. Could take a loser on this one, but that's all right. Mike, for the breakout, what time frame do you use? I use 50-minute 5 for my back testing. It's been recognized. Yeah, you can use the 5-minute, 15-minute, whatever you like. Okay, so for this trade, it's actually a 30-minute breakout. Okay, we've got a 30-minute breakout here, you can see, and I've marked up my trade here on the 30-minute. Broken out the lows, closed nicely below. We've had resistance for a while. Okay, then price actually tried to push up again quite sharply, but got rejected and closed back outside the zone. So we're going to look for price to potentially push down, and yeah, that's kind of it. So you can use it on the 5-minute, the 15, the 30-minute, but obviously the higher time frame candle, the stronger the information, right? Because it's a bigger candle. So let's see how it goes. The limit usually goes down too much, and by the time I get in, it stops going down. Whereas 5 and 50, yeah, it's true. You can get some nice 15 minutes, but also they sometimes give you a bit of a false reading, I found. But let's see. Yeah, Euro USD is looking real bearish right now. So, by the way, if no one's taking this trade now, don't take it. Not just yet, unless you want to go for a tight stop, but this isn't looking too promising. Let's see. Thanks for the 3 likes, guys. If you haven't already liked the stream, really helps us out. Thank you very much. And just another quick one. You can see the link there for the Discord. Discord has now been added. And, oh, good. I'm glad you didn't take it best. It's not looking the best. I'm hoping that Euro GBP can keep doing its saying no. That would be nice. We have got a interesting area here, which is obviously a demand zone on probably the 1 hour chart. Right here. And we got a fair value gap down here. So once we get down there, that could be an area. If we do get down there, this would be an area of management for me. Bro, Friday I went down from drawdown level to 2% up on that one gold, and gold only had good again, and phase 1 is done. Nice, man. Like the sound of that. I actually need to get back onto the charts for the My Forex Funds challenge. I do still have another video. I've been so busy the last 2 days, and the weekend's been nuts, so we're going to get on that very soon. Okay, USD's getting a bit of a volume now, pushing up. So it might not be too bad. We may get what we want. At the end of the day, we have got a very strong demand zone here, okay? Now, I think someone, I don't know if they're in the chat right now, but someone in Discord posted a trade here on the 10-minute chart, which is a time frame I never use. I don't even have it written up, but it was basically this area here, okay? And they caught a trade coming up, pushing up here, which is actually really nice. The only thing that I was a bit worried about was the fact that we do have these fair value gaps down here, which price has subsequently come down to take out. But they did catch quite a nice trade on there. If you go on the Discord and check out the Forex page, you can see that in there. Mike, can you explain the fake out strategy? Yeah, sure. So it's just oh, what's that? Okay, that's gold. Before I do that, let's just go quickly look at gold, because we could be getting an entry here. Okay, so gold is giving us a breakout entry pattern, okay, for me. So let's say we can look for a potential trade here. Okay, so basically we've had that interesting candle formation that we get after a breakout. We had that blue candle that's closed bullish, bearish, sorry. Then we've had big buying volume. This candle has respected this candle's low. As you can see, we didn't actually break below. We've just shot up with bullish volume, breaking this candle's high now. So I'm going to say that I'm entering this gold trade. We've got lots of clean traffic up ahead. We've got a huge supply zone as well. Okay, we had a fake out of the lows this morning and a nice strong breakout of the highs. So this is a gold trade for me. Hopefully we can keep pushing up. We've got 40 minutes left on this candle. I haven't taken it just yet. I'm just gonna have another quick look at everything before I make my final decision. Two hours also closed out, broken candles high now. 4 hour is looking strong. Daily candle has recently flipped bullish and is now pushing up as well. Had a new higher low here. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good to take this trade. We haven't got in yet, so we're actually going to take it now. And that means our first TP is going to be there. Stop loss is at 196265. My current goal. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Go on, keep pushing, baby. First TP is on the way. My stop loss is 1962.65. Okay, volume's coming in, so this is looking good. Hopefully we can get another push up, but let's see. I'm just going to go look at that alert I just had on GB. Okay, British pound against the Swiss franc has also just given me an alert. Exactly the same setup. Okay, we've got a nice push up. We've got this clean bearish candle, indecision candle. We have respected the candle's low and broken out the candle's high. I'm not going to take this trade, but I had this marked up as I was just having a look at this earlier today. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. We'll come back to this one. I'll set an alert up here, but I'm not taking any trades there because we've just entered one on gold, which I'm hoping can get us to our first TP. Nice to see you guys here. We've got 12 viewers today. That's sick. I wonder if we can beat our highest viewership, which was 16 the other day, which is insane. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the new subs. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, just a quick rundown on this trade. Let's have a look. So I did have a nice trade this morning on Euro USD. We're getting roasted there, unfortunately. I think we're going to take a loss on Euro USD, but that is fine. But we haven't taken a loss yet. It's not over to the fat lady sings, as they say. So let's see if we get a loss on that. Yeah, so GJ this morning had a GU, sorry, had a beautiful trade here. Simple breakout trade. As you can see, we had overnight lows. Okay, then we had a breakout here, and I entered waiting for price to break this candle's low. We actually pulled back, got an entry here, stop loss just above the previous candle high, and we melted down for a real easy 17 pips this morning, which was great. So this Euro trade hasn't taken away from our winners yet. So we're still up for the day, which is great. Okay, we just lost that Euro USD trade, so that's fine. That's a shame, but still. Now gold sells. No, I don't know. I'm not really. I'm still bullish on gold, to be honest. I think that gold has still got some movement in it. Purely because that daily candle is not long-term bullish. You can see there. We've got a supply zone up here for visiting, and it's just looking. No, I'm still looking for I'm still looking for my first TP. Haven't got it yet, so I'm still in the trade. I think 1966 and sales incoming. Maybe anything could happen. Anything could happen. We have got this area here, which is a bit of a supply zone, but we've also got the origin up here, which is definitely a lot stronger than this area here. So I'm still happy to stay in this trade. We're nearly at our first TP. If we can hit our first TP, then we've completely eradicated that Euro USD loss, and a little bit more because I had a larger lot size on this than on Euro USD. Come on, you can do it. There it goes, looking good. I'm going to get ready to take something here. If we can get even a little bit closer, come on. It will go, it will go. Best, I don't disclose my lot sizes or account sizes on here, purely because for me it's a private thing. It doesn't really matter what size is being traded. Just know that it's enough, and that's as far as I go with that, really. Some people like to show it, but for me, I was always brought up not to talk about money or share your personal finances with others. So maybe in the future I'll show it, but for now, it's something that I like to keep private in my personal life and online. So Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the goal is to go full-time trading, but at the same time, with my personal training business, I enjoy my job. There's nothing about personal training I don't like. I love it. Love helping people get fit and healthy and feel good. So, but yeah, eventually, probably in about 5 to 10 years' time, I'll be looking to um, maybe bring down on the personal training and then just stay trading for sure. Go from personal training to just personal trading. uh, I would say that I'm not far off it, but right now having two incomes is just great. Um, but yeah, not I wouldn't say I'm like ready to go completely full time just yet. Got a lot more building to go, I'd say, before I feel comfortable. No, it's cool, man. I don't mind that one. It's just amounts of money, right? Amounts of money that doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter, you know. As my dad always said, does talking about how much you earn, whether it's a lot or not, is it's not cool. And my dad's cool. So, right, we're coming back down into break-even territory here. This is kind of lame now. We'd like to see this push up a little bit more. We've got a big bearish candle here. I may look to close this trade out now for risk management purposes. Yes, I'm going to do that. Sorry, mate. I completely forgot about that. I'm just deciding what to do with this gold trade. Just going to see what the next few minutes has in store. I would have liked to have seen that first TP. Be right back. Yo, sorry about that. Some posts came through the door. Right. Yeah, I'll explain the fake out strategy now. Yeah, I'm just a bit annoyed about this at the moment. Just going to see how this plays out. We're having a bit of a pullback, which is fine. Could take a loser. Fair value gap. Yeah, so fake out strategy is basically where do we have a good fake out strategy today? We had Euro shift was a good one. Euro shift. So we had this one earlier today. This is the perfect fake out. Okay, again another trade I had this morning. Well, actually not this morning. It was about midday today. So this is the perfect fake out, right? So we got sorry, I'll read these messages in a sec. Let me do one thing at a time. So we got this overnight Asia high. Okay, we had price playing below the high for a long time. We then had a breakout here. Okay, then we were just going to basically wait for price to do one of two things: either break this candle's high and look for volume to push to the upside, or a fake out. Now, at the time when I was watching this, this candle had respected this candle's low. And then if I went down to the 15-minute, this candle had also this candle had broken this white candle's low. Okay, so I was expecting price to potentially push to the downside, which it did. So the idea here is, obviously, we faked out, we closed outside, then we closed back inside, and then volume pushed down and we took out for a nice 5 pips. on the Euro shift earlier today. We actually entered on the 15-minute. So as soon as this candle flipped bearish and broke this candle's low, you can see it here. Okay, we broke this candle's low. That was the entry. Stop loss above the recent candle high, and then price just melted down to our TP. Mike, I have a suggestion. Can you make a channel on the Discord group where you post your losses to normalize losing also? Yeah, of course, man. I can do that. We can do that. Yeah, any suggestions for the Discord? Let me know. Yeah, so we took a loss there on gold. Nice shout out there, Best. Yeah, fair one. Fair one. There was a nice looking sort of supply zone there, but I did want to get that first TP. But there we go. Loss there on gold. So we had a loss on Euro USD and a loss on gold today. But we are still up overall with our trades this morning on GU and the Euro shift trade. So we're not up too much. We're about a break-even day today, but that is all right. We don't mind break-even as long as we're not losing. So yeah, it's all good. It's the way it goes, man. It's just trading, dude. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but we live to fight another day. Of course, you know, we're only risking a small amount, you know, of our total count size. So, you know, these losses are negligible. It's about building small bricks. Just keep going and going and going, all right? Dun, 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 dun. Anyone else looking at anything other than these pairs? Anyone got anything they got their eyes on? Gold shell level, sir. Yo, Mark, how's it going? Mike, how do you pick your daily bias? I just look at the overall daily trend. Okay, so basically you can see here we've had a change of character. This is S&P 500. If I was to look at that, obviously we've got the midnight marker here. You can see that we've had a change of character in the 1 hour trend. Okay, we've got a new higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, new higher high. Then we've created a new lower low, breaking this higher low here, changing the character of the trend. So my bias for S&P 500 for the day would be short. Okay. But usually what happens is when it comes to marking out the area of our highs and lows, I basically just wait to see what happens. Okay, now if obviously in this situation a fake out would likely be the thing that might happen more often because we've changed the direction of the trend. We've got strong bearish pressure today, so obviously S&P 500 could be a good one for, this is the midnight candle, this is in the wrong place on S&P 500. If we break out the lows here, this could be a good trade to look for a continuation to the downside, because obviously we've got a big move here. We've also changed the character of the trend, so that's kind of where I have a look at. Also on the daily candle, we can look at the daily candle to see what it's doing. We can see that if we did have a fake out here and then push down, then it would have flipped bearish, which is a good sign. Okay, but we shall see. Right, what else have we got? Oh, we got that Euro GBP trade still going. That is pushing down into profit, which is cool. Again, simple. We broke out on the 30-minute chart of the overnight lows. Okay, we then pushed down, breaking this candle's low. We've pushed back in, And if this candle now can break this candle's low, that's a good sign for continuation to the downside. And hopefully we can get a management point around here, because this is a demand zone where we've got this fair value gap marked out. Mike, how many trades do you take a day? Can range between 1 all the way up to 5 or 6. Depends on how much time I get on the charts and how many setups present themselves. But I try not to take any more than sort of like 6 or 7, I'd say, because it just gets a bit crazy. Usually it's about 2 or 3, although in this in this stream we've taken quite a few. But ideally, if I get one good one in the morning, then I'll just leave that, and then I may take, unless something really jumps out at me, like I've spoken about that before, the jump. I always wait for the jump, which basically is how I... Hey, thanks, Ticket. Basically, if a trade jumps out at me, then I'll look to take the trade, right? 6 is crazy, but your experience, so yeah. So it depends on, as I say, 6 is a big day. 6 is a big day. Today is actually quite a big day, to be fair. I've had quite a few trades today. We've taken 2, which are unfortunately losses. Nearly got a win there on gold. Got this one running. Then I had GBP USD and Euro Shift today. So that's 5 trades today. What was I saying? Yeah, the jump, right? So if something jumps, this is looking nice, pushing down nicely now. If a trade or setup jumps out at me, then I'll look to take it, right? If it doesn't jump out at me and I'm just looking for something, then I'm not going to take it. Okay, if it doesn't meet my rules, then it's no good for me. GJ sales, let me have a look at that in a moment. I just want to see how this does before I take my eyes off it. Again, you can see here that we've obviously seen a downward trend. Okay, got a new higher low. Oh my god, sorry, a new higher high. So this could potentially look to go all the way down and make a new lower low. The only thing I'm wary of is that on the 1 hour chart we have a demand zone right here. You can see that from this area here, which is the top of the overnight highs, we had strong buying pressure which could act as a bit of a resistance mark, and we could potentially get a demand trade from this area. We've got this fair value gap here, so I'm going to be looking to manage the trade down there. I'm actually going to bring my stop loss now above this high to manage a little bit of risk, because we don't need to risk any more coming up here. If this does flip bullish now, it's likely we'll continue back up to the other side of the range. So let's see. I'll set an alert down here so I know what's going on, and one here in case we get close to break even. And let's go look at UJ. Do you think GU is selling? I'll have a look in a sec. Gonna look at UJ real quick. UJ sells. Okay, so this is a perfect trade we just missed out, right? This is beautiful. If we got on here a bit, this is actually buys, obviously. So we've had on the hour chart, okay, we've got overnight highs. Okay, overnight high closures are here. Drawing the line across, you can see we had a breakout of that. We had a push down, rejection, a flip, breaking this candle's high. And if we had caught this, this is stunning. Okay, it's like art. Bang. First TP is basically there. Same principles we took on that gold trade, but unfortunately the gold trade obviously didn't work out too well. But sales wise, I don't know yet. We've got this gap in price here, which usually likes to get filled, and this is quite a large amount of volume. So buying volume, I'm gonna obviously take that away because we didn't take that trade, unfortunately. Do you think GU is selling? Let's have a look. Yes, I would say so. GU is definitely selling right now. We're pushing down. I'll get rid of this. This is a past zone. We've got a zone down here that price is potentially going to want to come and visit. Let's see if we've got any fair value gaps in there. I'm sure there will be some. Yeah, we've got an extreme one there. So there is reasons for price to visit this zone. We've got another one here. But for me, there's no entries at the moment. Nothing is lining up for me. Obviously, I've actually taken this one out completely enclosed. I should have kept the runner here, but still, it's fine. Placed at sell limit for gold. Any suggestions, bro? Thanks. I'll have a look in a second. So yeah, I think GU is selling, but for me, there's no entry right now because our entry was up here. I should have left a runner on this one, but I decided not to and just take the 17 pips, which I was happy with. Gold. So we had that loss there, which is a shame. Nearly got to our first TP, and I actually didn't manage to get my break-even stop in because it happened so quickly. I was a little bit distracted by the stream. Normally, if we get up to this point, I bring my stop loss to break-even. So we did just take a full loss on that one, which is a shame, but hey, it's what it is. What did you say? Place the sell limit at 1963. Could be, yeah. I mean, it's at the end of the day, I have my own strategy. There's nothing for me really to trade there, right? I look at two strategies. I got my breakout, fake outs, and the supply and demand strategy, and that's basically it. When 3 o'clock comes around, which unfortunately I won't be able to be trading with you guys through, because I actually have a meeting at 3 o'clock. Then there's another strategy I use in that time frame, but yeah. Yeah, nothing's hitting my strat at the moment, so on gold, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Well, we got 14 viewers right now. We're 2 away from our highest viewership ever, which is 16. Thank you all for the likes. So we got 9 likes there, which is just sick. Right, let's just have a look around, see what else we can find. Anyone else looking at anything? You want GBP USD? Yeah, we just looked at GBP USD. We've had a nice trade on this today. Earlier today, it is now pushing down towards a high buying zone. It's not the cleanest demand zone because we didn't break too much structure, but price is heading down there. No trades for me at the moment. Yeah, I mean it could retest at the resistance there for sure. For me personally, if there was going to be a trade, it would probably be a continuation, so a closure of this candle, and then price continuing to the downside. But I don't like the look of gold anymore, so I'm actually going to leave that for the rest of the day. I'm not trading that anymore. Let's go back to NAS. Let's go to the indices for a bit. Gold day high liquidity fell on candle. Right, I'll have a look at these in a second, guys. 2 seconds. Just gonna look at stuff for myself. Oil. Oh yeah, we had a nice trade on oil this morning. First thing in the morning. Hadn't even got out of bed yet. Basically super simple breakout of overnight lows. Okay, you can see high volume, and then this candle pushed up. We flipped bearish. We entered for a nice 1-to-1, and we got a nice 273 pips there, or around 27 pips, 273 points this morning. So actually, it's a 6 trade day, which is pretty good. So we are. I forgot about that. I actually need to look at. Yeah, we are way up today. To be fair, after that, I forgot. So that gold trade and the Euro USD trade loss wasn't actually as impactful as I thought, as I did forget about the oil trade because I was still half asleep. So that's great. Euro USD. You can see that loss we took there on this potential demand zone setup. USD is at a 30-minute demand zone. Okay, this is a lot stronger than this one. I'm actually going to get rid of this analysis because it's getting a bit confusing now, because we could potentially get some trades off of this zone. but we'll see. Fair value gap here getting filled as we speak. And that has been filled completely. That is the most extreme 1 minute fair value gap in the zone. We do have all this below though as well, so that needs to be taken into account, that price may want to continue below this point. But let's see. Okay, you can see we got taken out there. 5 minute, probably a 15-minute entry. If we were to get one, we'd wait for a candle to break a candle's high on Euro USD for us to get a trade here. We've got 12 minutes left on this candle, so this candle would have to break this candle's high for an entry, but we're probably going to get that in the next sort of half an hour or so, I'd say, potentially. Gold day high, liquidity sweep, sell on candle, order block, sir. Yeah, not quite understanding. Got gold high, liquidity sweep. Yeah, liquidity swept off the top there. Yeah, that's what we mean. And then sell, order block candle. Mike, how long are you streaming today? I'm going to be streaming for about another hour. Another hour today. Euro GBP, what we got going on? Okay, we've got a nice push down. We're coming into that zone, as I said. Okay, we've got another entry there. We're breaking that candle's low, so that's really nice. I'm actually going to take some partials on this now, because we are pushing down towards that area that I was a bit concerned about. So we're going to take that. That's lovely. Stop loss is not break even. 0.95. And yeah, we're going to let this run. We could see a reaction from this zone. How many pips did we get there? So 3.5 pips. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that was a decent amount. That actually took away that Euro USD trade completely. As I put a higher lot size on this because I was liking the look of the trade. So happy days. Let's see how this can go. You can see this area here right now. If I get my tool out, this is a neat little tool that I use from time to time, and it's basically a volume profile tool. Okay, a volume profile tool shows you where the highest volume is in the area that you draw it from. So I've drawn it from this low to this high, but if I draw it from, let's say, all the way back here, you can see that the highest volume area is here. Okay, because obviously we've got a lot of sideways movement. But if we were to bring it to this low to this high, you can see that the highest volume area is here. And if there's a high volume area in the zone, then it usually means that price is going to have a reaction from there. Now you can see we've just filled that fair value gap on Euro USD. Euro GBP, which is where I was kind of targeting. Price is still pushing down. We've still got a runner going, so this is nice. So we would have actually got to our first TP there. Oh no, our first TP was down here still, wasn't it? Because our first TP was up there, yeah. So that's looking good. So we leave this runner going. We've taken that TP out, and I think we may get a reaction off here, which is going to push to the upside. You can see now that we're getting a nice reaction off of Euro USD after touching into that fair value gap on this 30-minute demand zone. It's so close to my limit. I swear, if it misses and dumps to my TP, man. What's that? Your gold? Yeah, you're not far off it, mate. You're not far off it. Okay, Euro USD. Here we go. Getting a nice push up now from Euro USD. So if we get a break of a candle high on Euro USD, we could look for a buy trade off of this demand zone. But let's see. Let's see. GBP, Euro GBP is still doing its thing. We just had another alert as well. What was that? Oh, it's just Euro GBP again. Check gold one more time, please. Yeah. So just looking at gold, we are pushing up. We're actually not far off 163 for me. We would have tapped into it on my broker, but I don't know about yours. Look how close we are to that, man. I'm a little bit upset that I wasn't more on my bringing my stop loss to break even with this one, because that is usually break even territory there for me, and I didn't do it because I was a little bit distracted with the stream. But in hindsight now, I won't make that mistake again, right? So that's how we learn. Thank you for the likes, guys. We're at 9 likes. Let's see if we can get to 10. If you haven't liked the stream already, I appreciate it. If you haven't already, also please like and subscribe. Well, subscribe as well. That would be awesome. The link for our Discord is here. I've just posted it in the chat if you want to join there. Post up your setups, chat with the community, and more. We also have a Telegram, which is in the link below, and a few other bits and bobs as well. So here's my limit. Now waiting for that 1956. Okay, dude. Hopefully you can get that. I hope that does happen for you. No, currently not trading that today. I'm trading my personal account. The 5K funded account is more of a video series for me to give you guys some content and show you some trading. But usually every day I trade my private account. I do have another video for the My Forex Funds challenge coming out. I need to finish it. Hopefully I can finish it today. And then also we've got I'm going to start trading it again tomorrow. So hopefully get another trade for that for you guys tomorrow. 10 likes. Yeah, buddy. But good to see you again, 60. Thanks for coming back to the stream. Thanks to everyone who's new here in the chat as well. It's really good to see some new guys here. Guys and gals. So Euro GBP still pushing down, which is nice. For those who are just joining, we had a nice breakout trade here on the 30-minute chart. We broke out of overnight lows with this candle here. This next candle broke this candle's low. Our original stop loss was above this high here, and our final first TP was down at this point. I decided after we had a nice push down and the 1 hour chart was looking pretty nice, that I just bring my stop loss above the current candle high, because if this does flip bullish into the zone, then we're likely going to lose anyway. So we're managing the risk there. We then pushed down into this high volume demand zone where we took out the fair value gap, and around just above here we took our first TP, 80% of the position size out, and then stop loss is at break even now with a 20% runner, which I'm going to leave running hopefully down to this point or even further, but let's see, or it may go to break even. But either way, happy with what we've already taken from this trade. Gold, let's go back to gold. Gold is actually on a 30-minute chart, is going to close, looking like it could close outside the zone, which would still go with my bullish bias on gold. I'm hoping that's not the case for Best Short, so because he's in a sell position at the moment, so I'm hoping it does come down for him. We had a trade on the 1 hour chart for those again who are just joining. We had a nice break above this high, and we had a big volume push up, nearly hit our first TP. But then unfortunately we turned around and we've had this bit of uncertainty going on for the last hour in the charts, in the market. But let's see. Okay, we're still looking for a potential trade on Euro USD. We did actually get a break of a candle high there in the end. So this price action is looking nice too. It's very true, dude. It's very true. I hope that you know, you get a win on this trade that you're in right now. That's for sure. You're either liquidity or you're with liquidity. It's one or the other. Right. Euro USD is looking nice for this buy. We've got 3 minutes left on this candle. We got our entry because we've had a zone here which has broken structure to the left. Okay, we've got a fair value gap. We're taking out the fair value gap, and we got a break for candle high, so it matches all our rules. So I'm actually going to take this trade here. So we lost already on Euro USD. Let's see if we can gain on Euro USD now with a nice simple trade here. $815. Okay. So we've got a 10 pip loss, 10 pip gain on Euro USD here. Basically, if I bring up my rules, we're following these perfectly. As I say, if we don't get a trade that follows our rules, then we don't take a trade, right? That's just simple as. Okay, this is the rules for our supply and demand. I'll get this out of the way so you can see. We've got find a supply and demand zone with a fair value gap within. Okay, on the 30-minute chart, this is the 15-minute chart. Let me go to the 30-minute for you guys. On the 30-minute chart, you can see huge buying pressure, which is a demand zone, and this area broke structure to the left, pushing price up, and actually pushed it up massively so. Okay, we then looked for a fair value gap within there, okay, which we found on the 1-minute chart, which is here, and that's the most extreme gap in the zone. We then wait for price to fill the zone, fill the gap, which it's done pretty much to the T. You can see that come down, filled it all, and then we've having this nice price action rejection from the zone. And then we're going to wait for a break of a recent candle high or low. Obviously in this situation it's a candle high because we're looking for a buy, and you can see that we got a break of this candle's high here, just above here, with this 15-minute candle. So our rules have been met, so we take the trade, right? Win or lose, we see what we get, and then we move on from there. Okay, so this will probably be the final trade I take today on stream, and we'll see if we can get to our first EP on stream. If we don't get to our first EP on stream, then I will post the result on the Discord. I do have a meeting at 3 o'clock, which is an hour away, but I need to be ready, come off about 2:45 today. Yeah, it's not looking too bad, to be honest. Let's see. Euro GBP is still pushing down nicely, so that run is still doing something. Gold is ruthless. I stopped trading it after taking L's off. Gold is ruthless. Yeah, gold is pretty tough from time to time. There you go. Best, you're getting pushed down again, which is nice. Hope that continues for you, dude. Wicked Jabir, that's awesome. I'd like to hear that, dude. It's such a simple strategy, right? It's price action. There's no whiz and bangs. It's just literally just what price action does every day. It happens every day. You just got to be sharp enough to catch the right trades and get it right. And then the supply and demand zones, when they show themselves and they jump out at you, like I was talking about earlier, the jump where the setup just appears and it's like boom, there it is. Then you take it, like this Euro USD one right now. Gold pissed me off today. Yeah, gold's pissed me off today as well with this trade here. But didn't really piss me off. It just is what it is. Yeah, man, looks good. Hoping dump to 1956. Okay, so you're hoping the price is going to break out of the overnight lows today, which is cool. Overnight lows last night finished around this area, around the 1958 area. I've been liking the breakout more than supply and demand. Yeah, it is. It's to be honest, it's my favorite as well. Obviously, I've been working on it for a while. It does work with other support and resistance zones as well. It doesn't just work for overnight highs and lows, but it works for me because I know what's going to happen at what time. Okay, and it could happen throughout the day. So those zones are always going to be there every morning. Yeah, they're there every morning, and then the reaction is going to happen at some point on one pair every day. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, that boy's chilling. She's going. Not in the out of the woods yet, but it's good looking price action. We've also just had a break of the candle high on the 30-minute chart as well, which is a good positive sign. Appreciate you for pointing that out, dude. I was getting distracted there. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so you can see here now, we're getting that reaction from this high volume zone that I was talking about. So I'm glad I took my partials where I did. Still got this runner. I don't mind if this runner hits break even. Yes, I do. I'll put the Discord link here. It's just literally been put up today. I had it before, but I just did some changes to it. There's still more stuff to go through it, but you can post in there. You can put your trades in there. Yeah, we can discuss anything from crypto, stocks, whatever you like. I'm going to be as active as I can in there. Like, when would the fair value gap become invalid? When would it become invalid? Would you take a setup if it doesn't take out fair value? You can take setups, but personally for me, I don't, because in the past I've done that a lot. And for example, here, right? This is obviously an example where this setup would have worked great, even though we didn't take out the fair value gap. Okay, you can see that we got this indecision candle here, which is where I've drawn the zone out. We tapped into the zone there, and then prices pushed up. Now this is a good example of a trade that would have worked out, but for me, I like to see, eventually price did come down to take out that fair value gap. So I'd rather see that happen, because it just means that I know that everything in the zone has been taken out now. So it's either going to react off the zone or not. And if it doesn't react off the zone and it closes below, then there's no trade. So it just gives me higher confluence and higher confidence that the trade's going to do all right. Yeah, I use the Lux fair value gap indicators. They look helpful, man. What do you think? Yeah, you can get indicators that like basically just show you where the fair value gaps are. I used to have one, but now I don't need them anymore. I can spot them with my eyes closed, basically. But they are good. They take away a lot of thinking, to be fair. Love to hop in a call with you sometimes to ask some questions. Yeah, that's definitely something that I may be looking to do in the future for sure. Jump in the Discord. I think if you have already, then awesome. And we have got a voice chat in there. So yeah, I see you're in there. Just waved at you. There we go. Some of these stickers on there are so funny. But yeah, I had a lot of people join today, which is super nice to see. Oh. Right, let's go down to the 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, see if we've had any sort of interesting setups on NAS today. No. Okay. So we're up as got a little bit of buying volume coming in now on our Euro USD trade. All I really want today is to get to that first TP, that 10 pips. And if we can, then that would be fantastic. And that will eradicate the gold loss that we took. And obviously we've taken a win on Euro GBP, which has put us up today. So we are up on the day currently, especially right now with this Euro USD trade. So hopefully we can keep going with that. It's looking good. Okay, I'm going to bring my stop loss below the zone here now, because I'm happy that we're up there, just for the moment, and then I may look to bring stop loss to break even very shortly. We're nearly over 50% of the way. That's alright, man. These things, it does happen. You get those days, dude. You know, my plenty of fair share of completely every day losing. You know, losing all my trades in a day. Fortunately, that doesn't happen so much these days. But you know, when I was learning and starting out, it happened a lot. Especially if like you get annoyed. You know, the biggest thing that I found in the last 2 years of trading is not necessarily the trading, it's about how you react to stuff. I'm a pretty laid back person anyway, but I can get, I had to fight against the skateboarding mentality of if you fall over and you fail, you try again immediately until you do it, right? Now, obviously that has helped dramatically with trading, but sometimes it has been a detriment in the past because I've lost a trade and then I'm just like, go again, right? I've got to find something to do it again. I've got to do something to find it again. So that's like, I've had to try and fight against that a little bit. But, you know, that is just what it is. But these days now, like, I just try and stay robotic. And if I lose, I lose, and then I won't find anything. I won't trade again until something jumps out at me. It was a millimeter away from my TP and just reverse like it. Yeah, so sometimes, dude, when it's a millimeter away, just take your TP. Just take it. Okay? It doesn't always have to hit that TP for it to be a successful trade. A successful trade is any sort of profit you can take from the market, right? The market has $7 trillion worth of currency traded every day through it. And if you can take just a little bit and you just missed your TP by a little bit, just take it, man. Just take it. Like you don't always have to hit your TP, even if you're just below. If you feel like, right, screw it, that's where it is. I'm going to take my partials now. So like Best just took his partials on Euro USD. I'm going to wait a little bit more, but you know, just take it. Take the bank. Move your stop loss to break even as soon as you can. And if you do get hit for break even, then it's fine. You can just move on to the next trade. You didn't lose anything. You're not in a worse off position. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. Just take that 380, man. Take the bag. You know, just take it. It does happen. It does happen. We were up quite a bit on this gold trade here, and then we got roasted. So, you know, just take it. Thoughts on the Champions League final this weekend? I have zero thoughts because I have no idea about football, unfortunately, Best. What's your thoughts on it? You tell me, because I literally have no idea. Hey, Mike, I can't find out the part where you explain Vaco. You can do it again. I need... Yeah, sure. So we go back to Euro shift trade, which is the perfect example for that today. And I literally have no idea about football. Like, I'm a personal trainer, love sports, but I can play football. I know how it works. I know how to play it. I know the rules and stuff. But like the goings on, I don't even know who's in the Champions League final. So sorry if that's offended you, but I have no idea. Right, Shabir, going for the fake out trade. Okay, so if you've marked out your overnight highs and lows, all right, and you get a candle that closes outside the highs. No, don't worry, man. It's all good. That's what this channel's for, education, right? So once you get that candle that's closed outside, and if the next candle respects the candle's high, okay, doesn't break out the top and closes back into the zone, that's a good sign that it's a fake out. Okay, it hasn't necessarily happened yet because the entry is when the next candle breaks this candle's low. So for me, this was my entry here. We had a close back into the zone. This candle pushed up, which gave a nice rally up. It flipped bearish, making a nice big wick, showing rejection. Closed out below this high. Triggered across. Broke the candle's low, and then that's where we got our entry for a push down. Now EURUSD, so I'm just going to jump back in here because we are pushing up. I can see that on my MetaTrader 4. So that is looking quite nice. Looking towards potentially now. Stop loss is definitely getting moved to break even now. And you know what? I'm happy with that amount, especially after having a couple of losers today. We're going to go partials taken. So first TP was taken down here. We let this bad boy run. Okay. We don't need large amounts of R to Rs. We can let this guy potentially run all the way up here now. Stop losses at break even. Bada bing, bada boom. Lovely. Mate, that's funny. Also, you mind showing your TradingView chart settings where I really like the country. Yeah, man, of course. I'll do that in a moment. Shabir, did you get that fake out example there again? Yeah. Let's see if I can find another example. So like, obviously for this example, right, we had no fake out this morning on this this afternoon. Oh, it was this morning on this GU trade. We just had clean breakout here. Okay, so this candle broke out. We then had a push up, which then flipped bearish and broke this candle's low. And did I actually take this on the 15? No, it was the 30. We broke that candle's low. We actually pushed back a bit, which I took the sell on. And there you go. Yes, Mike, very simple. Appreciate it. You're welcome, dude. No problem. Glad that is simple and you understand that. Excuse me. Chart colors, yeah. So if you go on to the chart, okay, click your candle, right click your candles, or right click anywhere on the charts actually, and then go to settings. Then you just go to here, okay, and you just change the candle, the bodies, the borders, and the wicks. You can change it to whatever you want. You know, you can have some crazy colors, but I just like the blue and the white. It just, yeah. So that's all you do there. You just literally just change these. You can change it to whatever you want. I just have white and blue. Blue is obviously bearish. White is bullish. Well, if the body is outside the zone of the range, but the wick is still inside. So I'm just thinking about what if the body is outside the zone, outside of the range, but the wick is inside. That's alright, because you got to wait for a closure of the zone, right? So I'm not quite sure. I know what you mean there. Yeah, dude, just keep it nice and clean. Clean is good. Mine used to look like this, right? Should put some indicators on for the lols. So there's a bit of that. Oh no, it won't let me because I've got so many up here. Let me get rid of a few. I don't need that one anymore, and I don't need that one anymore. I do need that, I do need that. So mine used to look a little something like this. When I first started, this was what I was... Bollinger Bands and the old Mackie D's. Used to look something like that. I can't even look at that anymore. It stresses me out. I'm gonna get rid of that. And then, yeah, I used to trade off the Bollinger Bands and stuff. This was like in the first year. And yeah, it's just no good. It's unnecessary. Is it still valid? Sorry for confusing. I don't quite understand what you mean. What if the body is outside the zone and the wick is inside the zone? Yeah, that's okay. Oh, so do you mean like something like this, right? Where the body's outside and the wick's inside? It's all about the bodies. It's not so much about the wick. So are you making yet? What do you mean by that, Slixy? I'm not sure. So this one, the Asia range by Nico 948, is just basically set to my timings. It says at midnight and 9 o'clock, but it's actually set for 10 and yeah, like that. It doesn't matter. Okay, the wick's not important. It's all about the closures of the body. Okay, if the wick does push up into the zone and turns away, that's a good sign that it doesn't want to stay. So if price pushes up into the zone like that and then gets rejected away, that's a good sign that prices can continue and it doesn't want to stay in the zone. It's been rejected out of the zone again. So that's actually a good sign to see. So yeah, this one is default. This one, which I have for 3 o'clock trading time, is default. I think maybe I've changed the time, but it's default as it looks, I think. Maybe change the color. And this one is default as well. It's just the London midnight, but for some reason at the moment, because of British summertime, it shows at 1 o'clock in the morning. Making mods, I haven't thought about it yet. I definitely should be doing that soon. And when I do, I definitely let you guys know, because that is something I should definitely do as the stream gets busier and busier. And by the way, guys, I just want to say I really appreciate you guys being here and like supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot. And I hope that you're getting some value from the channel. And yeah, so thank you. Cool, man. How long you been trading, Bess? Yeah, TradingView is a wonderful website. I mean, it's just insane. Such a great website. There's nothing better. There are people that use different okay, so let's just quickly let's go. We had our alert set there for our first TP. We nearly got to our first TP there. I took our first TP a little bit short, but I wasn't too worried about that. So yeah, we're gonna let this runner run. Hopefully this runner's gonna keep going today. But let's see. You're very welcome, Shabir. You're very welcome. So yeah, so sorry. Yeah, TradingView is great, and if there's anything you want to know about it, just tell me. I've been using it for 8 years. I've seen it change as well. It didn't look like this 8 years ago. It looks very similar, but there's so much more you can do now. It's a lot cleaner and much more simple to use. To be honest, I don't use any of this down here. Like, you got obviously all your volumes and whatever. You got some chats and people putting their ideas in there, but I don't pay any attention to that. Got like economic calendar. That's kind of useful. I do come to that from time to time. But other than that, I don't use any of that stuff. Like, how do I get the stuff on my right side disappear and make it like the folders like yours? So you can, up the top here, I have all these different lists. This is what I've created. Okay, some of them are, so BitGet is my crypto exchange that I use to trade on. So I have all the interesting crypto pairs there. Then I've got my 8cap, which is all my Forex pairs. I've got InFX, which is just basically just two. I don't know why I've got that one. That one can go. I've got an old My Forex Funds one, which it can go as well, actually. So I'm actually going to get rid of these while I'm here, do a bit of cleaning up. US 30. Now, this is an interesting one. Okay. I had an experience in trading, which I don't think many people have had. And I've tried to find it happening again. And it was quite literally like putting a cheat code in GTA, right? And basically on US 30, this is a few months ago, so probably when would have this been? It was during CPI news, and it was about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. And basically US 30 I placed a trade on US 30. No, I didn't blow my account. I did the complete opposite. I did so. I'll tell you how it went down. It was insane. Okay, and I have still been looking for this condition. And if it's happened once, I know it will happen again. But you have to have the right conditions, and I just fell across it, and I was so lucky. Okay, so US 30. I actually placed a trade on US 30, and I placed it on my personal account, and it was going okay, right? And then suddenly I could see that I was in profit on US 30 on my MetaTrader 4, but on TradingView the chart was saying otherwise. It was saying I should be losing, right? So the chart and my MetaTrader 4 didn't add up. So that's why I have this one here, okay? And you can see why I've got so many USD CADs. I'll explain in a minute. But basically this is 8cap, okay? So this is my Forex broker that I use for my personal account, and this is their chart. Then this one is Black Bull, okay? So without me knowing, I'd somehow got onto the Black Bull chart while trading my personal account on 8cap. So long story short, after CPI news, I went down to the 1 minute chart and I noticed. Now you can see if I go through these charts, you can see there's a slight difference, right? You can see them slightly change, okay? And there's negligible difference. You can look at the current price, and I go down to the 1 minute chart. Nothing. It's basically the same thing, right? But for about 2 hours after CPI news, 8cap was lagging behind Black Bull by about 4 minutes. So Black Bull would print this high, but 8cap was still down here. So I knew what was going to happen in the future, so I couldn't lose. For 2 hours, I didn't lose a trade continuously. So as soon as price made like 3 or 4 big candles push up on Black Bull, I knew it was going to follow in about 3 or 4 minutes time on 8cap, and then it did. And then I brought 8cap, and sure enough, it went up. Then Black Bull would come down. I'd wait for Black Bull, and honestly, it was unbelievable. Like, it was like holy grail sort of stuff. And then after about 2 hours, I actually had to go out, and I was devastated. I was like, oh my god, I could stay here all day. I was literally printing money. It was ridiculous. And then I genuinely had to go out. So I went out, and actually only about 20 minutes after I went out, it rebalanced itself, and I haven't seen it happen again. I abused it, yeah. I used it because it was there, man. It was like looking into the future, man. It was crazy. It was like actually could see into the future. It was literally like a glitch in the Matrix, yeah. And I was talking to another friend who's a trader in a bank, and he was like, mate, that's insane. Yeah, and I know for a fact that it will happen again, and I did spot it happen again. But the issue was that your broker has to be the one that's lagging. So I saw it happening on another broker on US 30 a couple of weeks later, and it only happened for about 20 minutes after a large news event. But unless you've got capital in that trade in the broker that's lagging, then you can't take advantage of it, because 8cap was still matched as it is here now, right? So it was insane. It was insane. Like, unbelievable. Hey Prem, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming in. It was literally like a glitch, as I say. Bro, we need this again. Yeah, honestly, if it happened again, it was literally like printing cash. You could see into the future. And then it did, as I say, it balanced itself out. Do you have any watches? I do have a couple. Nothing crazy, to be honest. I don't even know where it is. It's in the other room. But my favorite watch, which I use for work all the time, is just a little Casio thing. I got a few watches though. I use 8cap too. We need it to lag. Yeah. I don't know what was going on with it that day, man. It was just insane. It was insane. Thanks, man. They're a gift from a friend. They're just some whatever they are, Jordans. But I don't wear them because they just look steezy up there. So I kind of like keeping them up there. What are we doing for time? 2:30. So I've got about 20 minutes, guys, and then I'll have to end the stream today, unfortunately. But it's been a pretty good one. We'll have a recap just before I go. EURUSD is pushing up nicely. I'm stoked on this trade. Beautiful trade. Matched our rules. We've taken out our first TP, and our runner is running quite nicely now. So liking the look of that. Hey, I'm going to call you Rad. Hey, Rad, how's it going? Appreciate you joining the stream. Thank you for the likes, guys. See, we're at 12 likes. You guys are awesome. We've had quite a lot of views today. We've had about 100 people come through so far. Highest viewers is 15, so we're just one shy of our highest one, so much. I'm up enough. Sure. So the indicators I use, I wouldn't really call them indicators. I suppose they do indicate a price time. Yeah, 60. So money-wise, I like to keep it private. It's just kind of a thing that I've always done privately in my private life and online. Maybe in the future I may show you, like, but unless it's unless we do the my Forex fund stuff, then for my private account I keep it very, very close to my heart. Yeah, so sorry, Prem. The indicators are, we've got Asia range, which is the Nikkei 948. This is this one here. This basically just shows me where the overnight highs and lows are. I have them printed out at the high here, which is at 10 p.m. and the low, which is at 6. It actually goes to 6:30, but it's a 6 p.m. candle that I use. No, it's all good, man. You don't have to apologize. It's just you know, I know some traders do it, but I was just brought up differently to not let people know. So even like before I was trading, right? It's just how I was brought up. Yeah, so they've got that one. Then we've got this one here, which is the basically the same thing. I could use this one again, really, but I like it in a box for this certain strategy, and that is, looks something like, where's it gone? There. So it just shows me the trading time in 3 o'clock, because I have a strategy that I use when I can, if I'm around at 3 o'clock, to trade in there. And then the other one is just the midnight marker, so I can just see where midnight is easier. But they're not really indicators, they're more sort of information givers. I don't know, that's a really shit way to put it. Markers. Quick gold analysis. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so we have had that push back up. I've dropped another sell limit at 1966. Fair. So yeah, I think that price is potentially going to be pushing up. You can see that we've actually had a fake out, or fake back into the zone. You're welcome, Prem, no problem. We closed back in the zone on a 30-minute. We then respected the candle's low, pushed up and closed back outside the zone. I just got an alert. What did I get an alert for? S&P 500. Interesting. Now closed back inside the zone. So if I can see definitely price pushing up now. If we break this candle's high here, then price could potentially keep going up. Because we do have this huge supply zone up here. Okay. So let me just draw in. Let's have a look at our. Yeah, so you can see that we paused at this volume cluster. Okay, it's given us a little bit of a resistance, this little supply zone here, but I don't think it's strong enough to push price down. You can see that the highest volume cluster is up here, and this white line indicates the point of control, the largest point of volume in the area, which is up here. So I think that price is overall is in a bullish way. You can see we had a change of character here, new higher high, new higher low, kind of made a new higher high now. So yeah, we're in an upward trend here. So let's see how it goes. You may get a reaction off that 1660. I'm not saying that you won't, but I think overall now we're probably going to continue to the upside. That's my bias anyway. Because if we break this candle's high, what's the 15 look like? Yeah, so the 15 is giving us that candle, that price action again. Okay. So this is an entry. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to draw this in, and I'll write not live. I'm not going to take another trade now. I'm happy with what we got today. But this could take us back up to that 1966. Going to the gym. Have a nice day. Awesome, 60. Enjoy your gym session. Go and smash a good old workout out. And thank you for joining the stream. I look forward to seeing you in the next one and chatting to you in the Discord. I see gold going higher to take out the gaps above. Yeah, but my 163 looks bad right now. Yeah, I want you to win, dude. I really do. But I see this pushing up now, because we closed into the zone, but you can see that we're now rejected the zone. Didn't really want to stay in there too long. We've also had this price action set up, which does indicate bullish movement. So, but hopefully you don't get burnt too much, man. I do hope that. I got this copyright free music thing on Spotify, and some of the tunes are so whack, man. Right. Let's look at S&P 500. What's that giving us? Ooh. Big breakouts, big breakouts. Now, actually, we've missed this. This would have been awesome. I wasn't really paying too much attention here. But look at this. Yo, Tanj, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we actually missed this one out here. So, again, on S&P 500, this area, my indicator for this, goes in the wrong place. I don't know why. It annoys me. But you can see that overnight lows are actually here. Okay, the closures are here. If we go across, we had one reaction off the low here, pushing up. Another reaction off the low, closed right on the low here. Now you can see that how important these areas are, right? And then the next candle broke and closed below here. The candle then closed below. Then a new candle opened up, pushed up, broke the candle's low, and volumes just come in and melted down. Okay, we would have just absolutely smashed our first TP probably by now. Let's have a look. Yeah, easy. So that would have been beautiful there. Super simple. Euro USD is giving us an alert. Yeah, because we're pushing up nicely there. That's cool. But you see how simple this strategy is. It's just simple stuff. It doesn't, as I say, it doesn't happen all the time. You got to filter out the fake outs and the breakouts. But once you can figure it out pretty good, it is a winner. Again, same thing on NAS 100. NAS 100 is actually even nicer. It's a cleaner setup. Had a nicer, better breakout of the lows, and yeah, that thing's just absolutely flattened out. It's insane. Love that. Okay, guys, so I've got about 5 minutes or so until I'm going to end the stream. Purely because I've got a meeting at 3. How do you have your TP and EP kind of thing ready always? I got to click on the short position and it's too much work. Rika Jabir, I like that. How do you have your TP and EP kind of thing ready? Oh, what? You mean this? Is that what you mean? I got it over here, so I got it on the left here, and I've set it set to my favorites. And then I can just quickly jump in here. Is this what you mean? And then throw this on here, and then I draw it out on here, and then obviously I entered my trade on my phone. Look at this. We missed out hard on this. It's a shame. I don't know why I didn't have an alert set for NAS here. This is New York Open, by the way. It's 2:30. So Yeah, so I see. So then you got your box here. I got my line here. Got my fib here, and then I've got those here. And then I just click the little arrow here to go to either short or long, and then it's super easy to get. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing there. There we go. Okay, so that gold trade that we didn't take wouldn't have worked out. So you might be in luck here. Best price is looking for a rejection now. It's good we didn't take that trade. How do I write so fast? Oh, what? So you mean like what? Like this? Like get it up? You just go. Is that what you mean? The text here. So it's this T. Again, I got it set as a favorite. There we go. Look at that. It's pushing down. It's looking good. Right, UUSD is still doing its thing. I'll run through this trade again for those who have just joined, because I am going to be leaving the stream in a moment as I've got a meeting. But basically on the 30-minute chart, we've got a really nice demand zone here. Okay, that demand zone pushed up, breaking structure to the left here, breaking this high. And then price eventually did come down before, tapped into the zone and pushed up. But it didn't take out the fair value gaps, which is what we would like to wait for. So what we do is wait for that fair value gap to get filled. As you can see, the rules up on this area here. Okay, we got that, and then on the 15-minute chart, we had a break of a candle high, which we got here. Price actually then had pulled back a bit when we entered. Original stop loss was below the zone. Then when we got to our first TP sort of area, we took that, bought our stop loss underneath, and actually now the stop loss is at break even. And hopefully we can get this runner running. But we got a nice few pips there. So that was a good trade, Mike. It's when you write first TP. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So if we go up to my line here, okay, so first TP's here. Then if you right click on that and then go down to settings, okay, then go to text, and then you can write in, I'll just write whatever, hello. Okay, you can then add that to the line, and then you add it here, text alignment. So you've got the bottom, the top. You can see it changing here. So you got it on the side there. I can change it to the top. I can change it to the middle. I can change it to the right, whatever. Okay. Then what you do is you go down to here where it says template. Okay, you click save as, and then you save it as what you want. So you can see my templates here. I've got current high, low, default line, and then I've got TP1, TP2, whatever. And then if I click that, it will just change it to that. Okay, or I can change it to TP2, or that's a default line, or whatever. Hopefully that makes sense. And then I have this taskbar up here. So every time I have the line come up, it will go up here, and then I know that to change it to what I want, I just click this, and then they're all here. Boom, look at that for gold. Hopefully that hit your TP there, best. That is looking nice. Well done. Well done. Nicely done, dude. Man, this is so good though. I love seeing this happen. Such a beautiful setup. Same thing happened here. Doesn't happen so much on it does happen on crypto. You can see here we had a fake out here. Now also, Shabir, if you want a quick one, this counts as a fake out too, okay? So obviously you had a breakout here, which could potentially have been a loser for you unless you got your TP to break even quick enough, okay? So the entry, let's say, would have been something like this. Okay, things would have turned around on you, potentially would have been a loser for the breakout strategy. But as soon as we had this strong close back in the zone with this price action candle, then we can look to make up our loss by waiting for the next candle to break a candle's low, which we got there, and then price can come down from there. And as you can see, we've got two choices. It's either a breakout or a fake out. Okay, sometimes you get the really crappy days where you just go sideways, but they don't happen very often. So just a quick one there. It doesn't always have to be the first candle. It doesn't always have to be this candle and then this candle that closes back in. It can be the third one, the fourth one, or even the fifth one that closes back into the zone, which is showing high bearish pressure or bullish pressure. Okay, but that's going to be it, guys. I've literally got to go now. I've got a meeting at 3 o'clock and it's nearly 1:45. But thank you so much for joining. We did catch a couple of good trades, a couple of losers, but we made it up with those 2 euro trades, which was awesome. We still got our runner going on, well, only just got our runner going on Euro USD, but we don't mind either way what happens with that. If we get stopped out for break even on the runner, we already got our first TP, which was enough. So going to leave the live stream here. I'm just going to post the Discord in the chat here one more time, so if you haven't already, go check that out. Going to be lots of stuff going on over there. We still got the Telegram as well in the description. Check out our website as well. There are one-to-one sessions available for booking, okay, which is an hour and a half of me just privately, where you can, I literally got so much that I will give you in a structured format. We'll look at the charts live together and get you as profitable as quickly as possible. And I am going to have a lot more live streams and a lot more videos to come. So thank you everyone who came through and liked the stream and chatted in the chat and whatever else. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.